objective of treatment is to put the patient on euthymic phase, normal mode. Okay? We want to abolish the extreme swings. Sometimes you will see a PPD, napakabilis ng pag-switch, no? So sometimes you have what you call your mixed episodes. Kasi ng mixed episodes, di mo na maintindihan kung depressed ba yan or mania kasi you see almost the same symptoms in very short span of time. No? Kaya tinawag na, ito bakit ganyan, no? Mixed episodes. So ito yung grabe yung pag-swing. Okay? Affected persons are at high risk for suicide. And don't know what triggers the switch, but it involves abnormal modulation of your capital transmission. That's the current theory. And it may have an heritable component, mamana. Okay? There are two types. Punta na tayo dito sa shortcut. If you're BPD1, no? If you're BPD1, what's characteristic there? Your manic episode is very florid. You have very extreme mania. Extreme yan. So ito parang very upbeat, hindi matutulog, no, madaling magalit, no, madaling mag-switch ng takbo ng utak. Very, very florid mania. No? Okay. And then, pupunta sa depression. May mood swings eh. But if you're BPD1, your manic component is so exaggerated. That's BPD1. In BPD2, you don't have mania. You have a downgraded version which we call hypomania. So elevated lang yung mood mo, you're sort of irritable, you can multitask because you're, but it's not as severe as a manic episode. But you spend more time on depression. You're probably BPD. Okay? Either way, you have mood swings. Okay. Now, yung gamot sa depression, syempre, antidepressant. But how do we handle the manic or hypomanic mode? Okay, the foremost drug for mania is lithium. Okay? Unfortunately, ang lithium is a drug with a very narrow therapeutic window. So it has a lot of adverse effects. And so you're required to monitor the serum levels. No? Later on, I have a slide on how you will do that, how often. But even if your patient is normal lang lithium levels, it may not correlate with the appearance of adverse effects. Kasi meron dyan, normal yung level ng lithium sa blood and yet nagmamanifest ng adverse effects. Kaya close watch siya mga yan. Okay, how does it work? Apparently in mania, there's a disorder of your inositol signaling pathway, masyadong hyper. So, lithium will suppress that. And then there's a substance pala in our brain. Yeah, it's an enzyme, we call it GSK3. It's an enzyme that counteracts the normal repair and plasticity of the brain. So pag mataas yung GSK mo, mas madadamage or mas maaga nag-apoptosis yung brain cells. So, ito ay elevated pagka mania. So, your lithium lowers the level of that enzyme. So, these are the proposed mechanism of action. Proposed na kasi hindi naman natin alam kung meron pang iba. Okay? Yan. So, how's it absorb? Ito yung target natin. 0.6 to 1 for milliequivalents per liter. Okay? You give it split dosing, so it depends, no? Every 8 or every 6 hours or every 12 hours. Hindi yan once a day. Split dosing. That's why compliance may be a problem, especially if you have too frequent a dose of the day. Okay, remember this. Ang lithium, kayang itapon ng kidneys as is. So, we don't need to metabolize. It doesn't have to pass through the liver. So, yung lithium mo na ininom, ilalabas yung diretso ng kidney. So, what do you need? You need a kidney which is well-functioning. So, patients with problems in the kidneys may be very prone naturally to elevated levels of lithium. So, you run the risk of toxicity. Anong pinaka-important toxicity? Ito sa thyroid at saka, syempre, sa kidneys. You can destroy the kidneys, you can manifest with hypothyroidism, plus many other things. Okay. So, kaya, isa pa, no? Pagka naka-lithium, remember this, no? Pagka naka-lithium, instruct the patient, at saka yung mga kasama sa bahay, make sure he or she takes adequate amounts of water. Diba? Kasi ang premise yan, matatapon mo yung lithium if you have good urine output. And how could you have good urine output pag hindi ka umiinom? Halimbawa ngayon, mainit, magsa-summer na kasi, bawal na yan, naka-lithium pa siya, bawal yan mag-dehydrate. Kailangan laging umiinom para maka-flush out niya. Otherwise, tataas ang bioavailability ng lithium mo. Lalo ka na mag-adverse effects. Okay. So, ito yon bipolar, manic phase, binibigay natin. Unfortunately, ito yung drug of choice pa rin. But the effect overall is efficacy as maintenance or prophylaxis is 60%. Anong pagpalit? Mamaya bigay ko sa inyo yung mga bago kasi iniisip ko, wala na pa talagang kagaganda pa yung treatment of choice. Kasi, there are protocols that can suggest, okay, valproate or some of your antipsychotics may be used as prophylaxis. But the success rate in terms of prophylaxis or preventing manic attacks is much lower still than lithium. So lithium remains the drug of choice. No? So, ang problema kasi kung nagtotoxicity, kaya mapipilitan tayo sa AEDs or antipsychotics. No? Pero ang nakasaad sa ating textbook, lithium is still the leading drug for prophylaxis against mania. So, nag-research ako ng konti, wala na bang ipapalit dito? Meron. No, meron na nilalabas ka na sa market. No? Okay. So, ito pa yung ibang indication. So, it can be used as adjuncts for other psychiatric disorders. Okay, eto. Pag napainom mo na si patient, your patient is started on lithium, you begin to monitor 5 days after treatment. No? So, you obtain the serum baseline for about 10 to 12 hours after the last dose. Tapos, na-adjust mo. Kasi you want to be in the therapeutic range. Okay? So, you do it more frequently as you proceed with it. Until you reach the desired dose where naka-steady state ka na dun sa therapeutic dose. Okay? So, the use of lithium as a prophylactic, hindi lang dun sa pag-suppress ng acute attack. No? When do I give lithium as maintenance para hindi magsumpong muli ng lithium? Okay? Depends on the severity and frequency of attacks. Pag masyadong sinusumpong, syempre, indication. Maintain mo yan ng lithium. Okay? Progressive course. Okay? So, pasevere ng pasevere yung mania na. And then, issue ng compliance to treatment. Okay? So, doon mo mas, hindi nakakainom ko kasi split dose eh. Ganun ba? Ano lang po yan eh. Once a day lang nakakainom, you have to place it on prophylaxis. So, babantayan mo habang naka-lithium. Bantay sarado yan kasi baka mag-mania. Kasi remember, you have to give lithium several times in a day. Okay. So it's better that after the first acute attack, that's the best time to start your maintenance. And then you just observe if makokontrol. Of course, the patient is also an so ito na yung adverse effects. Neurologic, kung nag-tremor siya, bigyan mo ng beta blocker. Pag mental confusion and withdrawal, so may parang psychiatric manifestations that you have to discontinue with momentarily. Hypothyroidism, pag symptomatic, you give your replacement thyroid, etc. Okay? So, kailangan babantayan mo yung renal function tests. Because you might have to discontinue if the renal function is deteriorating. But one protective thing for the kidneys is that pag naka-lithium, dapat maganda na yung patient. Hindi siya mag-lithium. So, ito wala naman. It's just innocuous ECG. Hindi naman yan portentous of an arrhythmia. Okay, pag nag-acne, pwede mo i-discontinue, pero pag severe yung may manic attack, bigyan mo na lang ng neuromycin severe. Huwag mo papahin yung prophylactic. Okay. Ito ang issue. Kasi, this can come out in breast milk and cause potential lithium toxicity. So, some obstetricians may opt to temporarily discontinue or even preclude, huwag ka muna mag-breastfeed kasi kailangan mo. So, diuretics, diuretics, syempre, papakit ang kasi iihi mo yung blood volume mo, so pwedeng ma-dehydrate. That will increase bioavailability of lithium. If you're taking NSAIDs, especially because of their effect on renal prostaglandins, which cause vasodilatation, kasi yung renal prostaglandins, yung nakakadilate ng afferent, arterioles going to the kidneys. So maganda ang blood flow towards the kidneys pag wala kang NSAID. Diba? Pag nag-NSAID tayo, bababa yung prostaglandins mo. So this may compromise the kidney. If the patient is taking a neuroleptic, kasi schizoaffective, meron na siyang psychosis, meron pa siyang mood disorder, so it can happen that it's taking also lithium together with neuroleptics, or antipsychotics. You have to watch out because the propensity is, there's greater propensity for APS. So dapat second generation antipsychotic. Okay. So these are the levels, increased levels because of the following: severe dehydration, fluctuating kidney function, use of diuretics, low serum sodium, and toxic levels are observed when you have this in your serum. But as I mentioned, even in therapeutic concentrations, you may have individuals who already show manifestations of adverse effects. Ang lithium, pagka-lithium overdose, kasi usually nag-shutdown yung kidneys, diba? Dialysis. You cannot depend on your kidneys to flush out in lithium overdose. Temporary dialysis yan. Kasi hindi nang function sa kidneys. Eto na. So, nag-research ako. Meron pa alternative sa lithium. Meron naman. Bago lang sila. One is lumateperone. Ano ba siya? Lumateperone. Ito ngayon ang pwedeng kapalit ng lithium for both types. So, what's the advantage? Ito yung mechanism. Ito yung advantage. Ginagamit din to kasi B2 modulator to. So, this is also a new drug for psychosis. But the new indication now is also for the two types of PPE. Tignan nyo siya. Tatlo advantage, no? Convenient dosing, kasi ang liit yung split dose, diba? Several times in a day. So, problema mo, compliance. Ito, OD lang. Pangalawa, walang effect sa thyroid. Pangatlo, ligtas para sa akin. Okay? What's the drug? Okay? O, ginagamit yan for psychosis, pero ginagamit din yan sa bipolar. Ano pa? O, risperidone is an antipsychotic, di ba? Antipsychotic yan. Second generation. Pero pwede natin gamitin for mania. You give it extended release, subcutaneous formulation. So, alam na, mahal. And then, this is given for BPD. Okay? So, ginagamit ito kung hindi makasunod sa lead group. Hindi niya masundan yung several times a day na hindi mo sunod. So, bigay mo na lang ng long-acting injectable. Risperidone. And then ito. Iloperidone is an atypical antipsychotic that is relatively new in the market. This is for mixed episodes. Yung describe ko kanina na sobrang bilis ng cycling. Hindi mo na alam kung anong pole niya, kung depressed ba siya or ano siya, no? Or manic. Kasi halos sabay. Yung manifest, no? And for mania, hindi iiwan. Now, what's olanzapine? It's a second generation antipsychotic. No? Anong isang alam nyo dyan? Weight gain. Di ba? Kaka-weight gain yan. So, maganda yan pag kubis mga pasyente. So, may option kang ganyan for mania. No? What's a Mitorphan? Yun yung pang-kontra sa obesity effect. So, Samidorphan is combined in one pill, and Samidorphan is the drug that counters the adverse metabolic effect of. Okay? Naunawaan?